go over there and take a picture of me standing in front of Buckingham Palace.
Yeah. Here we are in front of Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Cool. Here you are, and this is the Victoria Monument here. Okay, this is because she was the longest reigning monarch in British history. Okay, so we've got a monument here to her. At the top there's a gold statue. It's a statue of Victory. Okay.
Westminster Abbey. Changing of the horse guards. There's the Parliament in the background. saw a glimpse of it. Prince William lived there.
That's ook al Halloween today.
Here's the house of, this is for the guy that wrote Peter Pan. This is where we stayed the other night. There's Days Inn. This is Hotel Row.
We walked down here.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't understand me? No.
Wasn't that in that brochure?
Not like that.
You want? Huh? Yeah, here. Thank you.
C'est derrière la statue dorée. Ouais, c'est ça. Ouais. On est en haut là. Et là, on est tout en haut là.
Tu vois facilement, il y a plein de...
On va aller un peu.
Mais peut-être qu'après, ils vont faire un autre tour.
Mało tego, ci powiem, że ja to budowałem.
Yeah.
To ma ponad do góry, tam odwrotnie, jak to jest. Ale ładnie się tutaj. Zobacz, zobacz teraz tutaj patrz.
Teraz słuchaj, bo tak poczułem.
Go ahead. Oh, that's the scepter. The cross. Saint Edward's crown. Crown of Prince Edward. George II. Huh? Queen Mary. Crown of India. Look at all the jewels. Queen Elizabeth, or the Queen Mother. Oh. This is their
state crown
Huh?
at the end of the coronation ceremony. And then every state opening of parliament.
oh.
Isn't that gorgeous? I cannot believe it.
It's required.
Yes. It's good. Good. Gin and tonic.
Oh yeah.
Gin.
Mostly gin.
Huh?
A little bit of tonic.
Yeah, more gin and not very much tonic. I agree. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Welcome on board the Millennium Dawn. As you can see, we've just left the pier. I'm obliged to give you a safety announcement. This is not to alarm you in any way whatsoever. But just to let you know, the vessel you have boarded has got enough life-saving equipment for everyone here today. Now this includes life jackets, life rafts, which are clearly marked with the green and white signs around the vessel. In the unlikely event of emergency, please remain seated and take any instruction given to you by a member of crew. Toilet way up to Westminster, if you'd like me to. Would you like me to? All those people sitting downstairs, it's nice and warm upstairs on the top deck. You'll see all the sights, you'll get the best shots with your cameras. But over to the left-hand side, we've got the HMS Belfast. She was built in the Harlem Wall shipyard, the same shipyard as the ill-fated Titanic. She's got 9 decks to explore, down from the engine room right up to the wheel box. She last fired her guns in anger in the Korean War in 1951. She also fired her guns on the D-Day landing. Look at the large guns on the back. There's 6 more on the front, and these guns are called 6-inch guns. These guns would actually travel 14 land miles if they were fired over land. And the ones on the front are actually aimed at the service station at the beginning of the M1. But back in 1939, when this vessel was launched, she weighed 11,000 tons and could cut through the water at 35 knots, which is about 40 miles an hour. Behind the Belfast, we've got the tallest building in Western Europe, the Shard of Glass. It stands 1,017 feet tall. It's got casinos in the basement, then shops, then offices, and then a 6-star hotel. But on the 77th floor, there's a viewing gallery up there, which will cost you £25 to go up there. The lift only takes 90 seconds to get up there, but above that are all the penthouse apartments. And the designer of this building, Renzo Piano, an Italian designer, he didn't want paying for this design. What he wanted was one of the penthouses at the top of the building, which he got. But last week, ladies and gentlemen, he put it on the market for 28 million quid. Now you've got to agree with me, that's not bad for a drawing of a triangle, is it? Over to the left-hand side now, sorry, the right-hand side, the yellow brick building is Old Billingsgate Fish Market. There's been a fish market on this site for over 800 years, but today, the only fish in this building are the ones that you can see on the roof. Billingsgate Fish Market has now moved to Canary Wharf for bigger premises. See the blue shiny building beside it? Please make sure you get a photograph of that blue shiny building, because this is a very, very important building here in London, ladies and gentlemen. It's the headquarters and the training ground for the window cleaning company here in London. And once they pass out this side, they come over to the other side, the left-hand side, and clean the 14,000 pieces of glass in the Shard of Glass. I'm going to start talking about the monument for the Great Friar of London now, because you're only going to see it for about 10 seconds, and it comes up in this last gap on the right-hand side. It's not the church barrel, it's the one behind it with a big gold bit on top. Christopher Wren, he designed this monument, and it stands 202 feet tall. It's got over 200 steps up to the viewing gallery, but if you was to lay this monument down in the easterly direction, this is where the Great Friar of London started, in Pudding Lane, in a baker's by a candle. The next bridge we're going under is London Bridge, probably the most historic bridge that you will go under today. The Romans put the first one in over 2,000 years ago, and it was wooden, and it had wooden houses above it. The nursery rhyme, London Bridge is falling down, is absolutely true, because this is bridge number 5, and the one before this was sinking into the mud. So what we've done, ladies and gentlemen, we walked some Americans on top of it, we made them face Tower Bridge behind us, and while we were talking about Tower Bridge, we sold them the old concrete bridge for 1.5 billion quid, which now lays in Lake Havasu in Arizona. Now look over to the left-hand side, between the buildings, and you can see a pirate ship. This is a replica of Sir Francis Drake vessel called the Golden Hind. This replica has actually been around the world twice, but Sir Francis Drake and 80 cutthroat sailors took 3 years to navigate the world. When they came back, they got lost in America on their way back, but when they did get back, they got back with £24 million worth of gold, which they had stolen off the Spanish. Now, Queen Elizabeth I She met the original one of these vessels down in Greenwich. She took her share of that gold, knighted Sir Francis Drake, and actually got this country out of debt for the first and last time. Never to be done again in history up to date, I might add. Nothing up there whatsoever. This is because this is the most least used bridge here in London, because nobody knows how to get onto it, apart from professional drivers like bus drivers, lorry drivers and cab drivers. So if there is anybody up there, definitely give them a wave, because they're either lost, drunk or both. Now on the left-hand side, look just in front of the boat, you'll see that white building there with a thatched roof. Check it out, it's the only building in London today to have a thatched roof, because of the Great Fire of London in 1666. A famous American actor, he wanted to put this replica back into London, and his name was Samuel Wanamaker. But it took Sam 20 years to get permission to put a thatched roof building back into London. Now you can see live shows here from March to September, and they will only cost you £5 for a 2-hour Shakespeare play. The big brown building beside it with a tall chimney used to be Bankside Power Station, and now it's home to that modern art gallery called the Tate Gallery. And if you lot know anything about modern art, you'll understand exactly why it's free to go inside that building. Because inside that building there's a pile of bricks stacked up neatly, a burnt out car, an half-eaten curry, a teenager's bed that's not been made for 3 months, and they call that modern art. The next bridge we're going under is called the Millennium Footbridge. Back in June 2000, when our Queen opened this bridge, the Metropolitan Police had to close it an hour later because the bridge was swaying backwards and forwards and people were falling all over on it. But listen to this, the designer, Lord Norman Foster, said on live TV, "It's not my bridge, it's the way Londoners walk." Now to the right hand side of the bridge, this is the best view of St Paul's Cathedral you're going to get. It stands 365 feet tall. Look at the gold cross on the top, come down to the top of the dome, and you can see there's a viewing gallery up there. But ladies and gentlemen, it's over 600 steps up to that viewing gallery, and Sir Christopher Wren was brought back into London to rebuild 89 churches after the Great Fire of London. This one was his masterpiece, and it took him 35 years to build, and that is why he's buried in the crypt below, along with the Duke of Wellington and Admiral Lord Nelson. See the red brick building in front of it is New London School for Boys. This is where Daniel Radcliffe went to school, better known as Harry Potter. But ladies and gentlemen, this school will cost you £55,000 per year to put your kids through this school. And Daniel Radcliffe is the only one I know who's got his money back. In the 1400s, on the right-hand side, there used to be a monastery where the monks used to wear black habits. Hence the name of the next bridges we're about to go under, Blackfriars Bridges. These are the lowest bridges that we will go on today, and legend says they are the most romantic. Legend says if you kiss the one you love as you go beneath these bridges, you will get years and years of love. Any single ladies, hello, I'm free. Any single gentleman, he's open-minded. You can actually see how fast the River Thames is flowing back out to the North Sea, which is about 60 miles behind us. And we are going underneath the bridges, and there ain't a lot of action on the top of it, is there? I don't know what's going on downstairs, but if you're not with the one you love, just... that was the first bridge to span the River Thames to take steam trains from south to north. And they used to come up from Dover to Chatham to London. But about 30 years ago, the roof was falling down anyway, and it wasn't strong enough for modern day trains. So what they've done, they left the buttons there just in case they moved the other two buttons to the other two bridges. But coming over here to the right-hand side, the white building with the green roof and the black turret, this is Old London School for Boys, ladies and gentlemen, and this is where two of our Prime Ministers went to school. Winston Churchill was one of them, but he got thrown out of this school for being a naughty boy in the classroom and ended up going to a school in Harrow. But look at the top of the archway windows there. You can see 4 more scholars, from left to right. William Shakespeare, Francis Bacon, John Milton, and the one on the far right with the football on his right knee is David Beckham. Well, tell a lie. If anyone's heard David Beckham speak, he'd realise that he didn't go to school, and that is Isaac Newton.
Feel cold. Inside, by the stained glass windows, represents a journey to heaven. Wonderful. Anyway, make your visit in there now. Look ahead of you, straight on. That's all restaurants. You see the first turning on the right? just beyond the cathedral. That's all restaurants. The line is blissfully very short, and so it goes very quickly. Go and have a nice dinner, and we'll meet you there at 7:25.
7:25.
Please.
Church of Notre Dame.
Heureux le serviteur fidèle et vigilant que le Maître a établi sur sa maison pour donner.
Alongside the London Bridge, Arizona. Don't knock on me. That's my hometown. You listen. Oh, I'm sorry. That's why we got a bigger eye than London. You're right. Where is the eye? There it goes. Look. Whoa!
Do that, Gabby.
You get a picture of those? No.
Hey, before the crowd comes here, you better move down there so then you get a choice of all the seats. They're coming in there hundreds of people.
Sí.
Okay guys, how you doing?
Fine.
Ça va?
Yes.
Bon, alors, ready to
Bonjour.
go?
Bonjour.
I'm not sure if I'm ready. Well, as I said, we got plenty of time because Bruce likes to take it easy on those tours. We had half a day at the site, so we had the opportunity to spend some time. There are some places there, if some of you feel like a drink, a cup of coffee, there are not very many opportunities by the gardens where we finished the tour. But it's not that far to go back there, cross by the traffic light if you go there. They have the traffic light, a pedestrian crossing. There is another place that I show you also from the exit where we will be finishing. And if you are going to that place, to that cafe terrace, you don't need to go up the street again on top of the hill. You can come back along the pavement following the traffic. You see, they come this way, and then you can reach the church farm. It's a little further from where we're going to end. All right? And we, of course, we will be the only one there. Last year, almost 4 million people went to the chateau. I'm going to leave you some time to take your photos, guys, okay? Because we are right before the entrance. I need to show you where is the entrance, the booth entrance, and the meeting point, which is not that far to walk, so that's why we took our time. You see the B sign to your right? The whole construction of the site is over, and as I said, they worked like 50 years to build the site. This chapel got 2 floors. The ground floor where we entered was used by the schools, taking up the second floor. New drinks were coming from South America, like coffee and chocolate. The last is not at the side, you will eat, okay? Now the people that drink in the room, the room, because that's where we are, because this room was like the other one. space and go that way. Now they close the curtains in this one to give you a little the atmosphere of the side at night time. So you should be able to do that. And all the chandeliers, they are new ones. Age of 77, he could use 4 bedrooms in his stay. So this one was Queen's apartment. Alors next to the Queen's bedroom we got the Queen antechamber, again like a reception room which was used by the King, the Queen and the resident. No stress. Alors any of some finishes decoration from the time when you look at look at the chandelier, it's a molecule one again. You get the vase and the flowers. didn't know it when it lived, but we got another boy who was in jail with the parents, and we are pretty sure that he died when he was in prison. The one who survived is the lady on the left, because they were afraid to leave the country after the exam because she had it, so she turned the whole world into exam. And then the money is coming from all over the world nowadays. Even the French people are paying also private donations for the restoration of the site. So this last form of official tour of the site was like a guard room used by the Swiss guard of the Queen. Why Swiss guard at that time? Because they were mercenaries, so if you pay them, they fight for you. So sometimes they were fighting each others. This one is dedicated to Napoleon Bonaparte, where actually that famous emperor didn't live at Versailles. He used some other residences, but not Versailles. Versailles was empty and too large to be restored, and too expensive also to restore Versailles. And that's why you only need Versailles, but some other châteaux now, we also see the thing of the coronation of Napoleon Bonaparte. This coronation took place at Notre-Dame, in 1804. During the ceremony, Napoleon Bonaparte invited the Pope, also the ceremony Napoleon Bonaparte invited the Pope to see behind him white and white. That Pope Paul VII had to make a special trip from Rome to Paris. On the way back to the coach park. In Alice, the beautiful job they've done and on the roof, and they try to find the exact decoration of the site, like at the time of the exact decoration. So they go with decoration for it. The oldest part of Versailles is the central part, the balcony with the pink curtains, the small hunting lodge of Louis XIV that he kept in the middle of this new lodge. As I said, the Golden Gate was there at the time of the 14th, and restored.
Mona Lisa, you also like the woman with the mystic smile. Is it only 'cause you're lonely they have blamed you? For that Mona Lisa twinkle in your eye, do you smile to tempt your lover, Mona Lisa? Or is it just a way to make a broken heart? Are you in Mona Lisa?
Sicuro.
Check on my wife.
Now we're on the west coast.